And this is Pound for Pound Boxing,
the voice of a new generation,
where we pull back, no punches. And my God, did you guys see the fight that happened this past weekend?
I'm sure everybody did. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody has an opinion about it.
And opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and everybody else's except mine stinks. So we're just gonna get right into it. Manny Pacquiao versus Juan M Marquez. Decision for Manny Pacquiao. Hollywood P, what are your thoughts?
Take a look. Go back. Take a look at me and Pablo's round by round, and you'll see exactly what we thought throughout the night. I knew that Marquez had to bring a lot more than what he did. Pacquiao's the champ. Whenever you're fighting the champ, you have to make it decisive. You can't go in there and hope to win. Nacho gave him some bad advice, and
I kind of agree, but I kind of disagree. We had it draw. We had it 5 for Marquez, 4 for Manny Pacquiao, and 3 draw. I thought it was a clear victory for Marquez. I mean, it was close in that nobody hurt each other. Nobody hurt the other person like super bad.
It wasn't as impressive as I thought. I really was expecting a lot more fireworks.
You were expecting more fireworks, but you can't say it wasn't impressive.
No, you know what?
The fight was entertaining. We were jumping up and down.
It was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. I went into there thinking that Pacquiao was going to do a lot more than what he did. And because of that, I mean, Marquez may have possibly won the fight, but Pacquiao is sleeping with the belt.
The record books show that Pacquiao is the one with the belt, obviously. But I mean, man, the Twitter was on fire. You had former champs, George Foreman saying it was a robbery.
Tyson.
Lennox Lewis saying it was a robbery. De La Hoya saying it was a robbery. I mean, just about everybody and their mama was claiming it was a robbery. You guys, fans, let us know what you think. I mean, we've already talked to some of you guys, but how do we correct this situation from happening again? What can we do, or what can boxing do as a whole? Because, I mean, as long as there's human judges, there's always going to be error. There's always going to be some dummy out there that's going to get it wrong. I mean, the closest one was the guy that had it a draw.
These guys know what they're doing, Pablo. They're not getting it wrong because they're dummies. They're getting it wrong because money. It's politics. There's too much politics in the sport of boxing. It is what it is. Always been there. If you watch the round by round, I was calling him from the very beginning. I mean, Marquez didn't do enough to get the win. Nobody wants to see Marquez fight Floyd. Now, I tell you what, Pacquiao and Floyd is still on. Going to be the biggest pay-per-view. Mark my words. They don't want to lose that money. So, Marquez, you knew you had to knock him out. You didn't. We talked enough about this.
Move it to the next
Let's
one.
keep it moving.
Timothy Bradley versus Joey Casamayor. TKO in the 8th. The corner for Casamayor said no mas. Why didn't they do it in the second and first round?
I mean, that was probably the most boring fight of the night, to be honest. Out of the amateur fights, I mean, Casamayor, he just wasn't. He wasn't very.
He didn't want to fight.
He didn't want to fight.
He didn't want to fight. He was like a punching bag. He was a punching bag for 8 rounds. Casamayor, you had a good career. Time to hang him up.
You did well, my friend.
Moving along. Mike Alvarado versus Breidis Prescott. Another war on this fight, fight card.
That one really impressed me. All right, Alvarado, that guy got heart.
Alvarado has heart and balls of steel.
Yo, Prescott started off just pounding him. He was relentless on him. He bloodied him up, had him Alvarado looking pretty bad, but with that heart, stayed in there and. He deserved the win.
Oh, absolutely. You can't take nothing away. This was Mike Alvarado's defining fight, so to speak. You know, he was in there with a guy with semi-name, the guy that knocked out Khan, guy that's known for power and everything. And he withstood the test. He went in there, he got rocked in the first couple rounds, was getting his butt whipped, showed his heart, showed his determination, his will. It came out with the knockout, man. My hat goes off to you, Alvarado. You showed the heart of a true champion.
Absolutely.
And then we got Luis Cruz, which I was high on, man, and did not at all deliver versus Juan Carlos Burgos.
I haven't seen Luis Cruz fight, but Pablo was definitely hyping him up to be something that I didn't see in that fight. Sometimes you just have a bad day, and you can't do that. You can't do that in boxing.
Nope.
You can have a bad sparring day.
This bad day just cost him a couple more fights to make a name for himself. Hopefully he takes it as a learning experience. Maybe they rematch. Maybe he gets it in the second go. We'll see on that one. Jose Benavidez Jr. versus Samuel Santana. I like this guy. Up and coming.
Jose, yes.
I like Jose. He was in there. I mean, they said the boy started fighting when he was 16 or 17 or something like that. Turned pro.
They let him in early because he's whipping up on everybody. He's 6'1". 6'1". What's his weight? 120.
The junior lightweight. I think. I don't remember.
He's tall. He's impressive. Great body punches. Very, very precise. He's gonna be something special.
Yeah,
somebody keep an eye on.
Exactly. You guys didn't hear about him, or you were drinking and weren't paying attention to the fights before the main event. You guys check him out. He's gonna be something special in the future. Then the guy that just started his career, Victor Passillas versus Jose Garcia.
First fight.
I was super impressed.
I know 90% of you weren't watching this, but you know what? You'll see him.
This guy, check him out. The guy was super poised. I mean, looked like a veteran in the ring. Granted, he only fought for 4 rounds. He did what he had to do, got the decision. But I like this kid, and I think he's got a big future, big bright future. Now upcoming fights. This weekend we have Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Pablo's
Peter Manfredo. Whatever.
His favorite.
Man, if you want to talk about the biggest hype job in boxing today, Julio Cesar Chavez, let me applaud you. You know what? No, real talk. The guru called me today when I was working and said, "Do you know that Chavez Jr. is about to fight Peter Manfredo?" And I said, "Yes, Dad, I do know that's going to happen." He says, Chavez is about to get his ass whipped. That was from the guru. I don't know if he's going to get his ass whipped, but I definitely think it's going to be a close fight. People that are thinking this is going to be a one-way blowout for Chavez Jr., no. Chavez Jr. is going to be a semi-test for him, but any champ at that weight class is going to beat the bricks off of him. He's got Arthur Abrams moving back down to middleweight. You've got Sergio Martinez there calling him out. Bro, your time is numbered. Your days are numbered as a champ there. Enjoy this little paycheck that you're about to get from Peter Manfredo Jr. Because if Saul Alvarez ever gets a hold of you,
you don't want that.
It's lights out for you, buddy.
You don't want that. Who wasn't he supposed to fight? Who was Julio supposed to fight? He was supposed to fight, but he...
Cotto, and then he dropped out the fight. Yeah, he called Cotto's name.
Wasn't that twice?
It was like when you're a kid and you seen Bloody Mary in the bathroom and you shut the lights off and you get scared shitless, so you turn the lights back on and run out the bathroom. That's exactly what Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. did. He called Cotto's name. Cotto said, "Let's make this happen." He got sick. He got hurt. Pneumonia. Who the hell knows?
We'll see. I haven't seen enough of his fights because he hasn't really had any big fights. Let's be honest. I mean, he has a big record.
This is the crazy thing. How do you have like 30-some or 40-some wins and you fought nobody? Nobody. You're a champ and you fought nobody?
He's a champ. He had to be.
Sit back down, son.
We'll see.
News. There might be a Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Marquez IV.
No. Nobody wants to see this again. I don't want to see it again. I'm sorry. And you know what? Maybe later, come back to it if you want to when they're both in their 40s. I mean, that's fine. But it's happened 3 times. Marquez, you're not getting the job done. What do you need to hear or do to understand? You got to knock him out. You got to come a little bit more prepared to beat him. They're not going to give you the win if you make it close. It's been 3 times already. We've seen that, and
I'm gonna have to disagree with everything Hollywood Speed just said. I'm gonna have to disagree because I thought he beat him 3 times already. I thought this was the 3rd time he got robbed. It's always gonna be a great fight, regardless. I mean, you're always gonna have Manny Pacquiao versus Juan M Marquez. They're always gonna put up a great fight. It's like a throwback fight of Joe Frazier versus Ali. They're always gonna put their heart on the line. They're always gonna fight each other until one of them wins. I mean, this is always going to be a great matchup, and I just think that Marquez has Pacquiao's number.
I would like to see Pacquiao fight other people. I'd like to see Marquez fight other people. I would like to see this fight, but let's come back to this years down the road.
But it's like this. I mean, what is Pacquiao going to do? Realistically, he's going to fight Mayweather. He's going to get knocked out.
Okay, and then it's going to be more of an attractive fight for him to go back to Marquez. I tell you what, if he beats Mayweather, then nobody's going to want to see him in Marquez anymore. Right. You know what, Pacquiao, you need to be smart and just stay away, because fourth time will be a charm. What about this De La Hoya sexual scandal?
Man, I roll with you, De La Hoya. I defend you. You were one of the guys that I couldn't stand watching boxing because I thought you were just Mr. Goody Two Shoes, perfect in every way, fucking Cinderella story from rags to riches. And for whatever reason, that always rubbed me wrong. The last time this happened, I defended you. I said, nope. It's not De La Hoya in those pictures in fishnet stockings looking like a drag queen.
Really wear panties.
She said he wore panties.
Is she really a whore though? Is she?
Why are you fucking whores? You got millions of fucking dollars. Why? All you gotta do is show up at a club. There's gonna be hoes for free there.
You're into some kinky shit. I think we should just move on though.
Moving on. Khan really thinks he's gonna fight Mayweather.
Is he doing what Chavez did with Cotto, calling him out and then trying to run away? Does Khan really want Mayweather?
No.
No?
He doesn't even want to fight Prescott again. How the fuck is he going to fight Mayweather?
You know what?
Let's be real with this one. How are you not going to want to fight the guy that knocked you out in one round? Say, no, he hasn't done anything, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. A million excuses. But you want to fight Mayweather? You don't want to fight Mr. 100 on the pound for pound list, but you want to fight number one?
Listen, I give him, if he's serious about it and that fight happens, I'm going to give Khan some credit. He's going after the best. And if he gets that fight, that shows some heart. You know, the hell with Prescott. Let's be real. I mean, that was a lucky punch. That was a lucky
couple punches.
Bro,
he knocked him down twice.
He got him with one good punch to sabo him and knock him out. I mean, that fight, he got an L. That's your only L, Khan. I'm not mad at you for it. It happens. But he didn't get beat decisively in that fight, so...
What do you mean he didn't get beat decisively?
You know what?
He got knocked out. You can't get more decisive than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about 5-6 rounds in, and he's getting beat every round. He got hit with one good punch, and it messed him up, and he was down. I mean, a loss is a loss, I understand, but I'm not hating on Khan because of that.
I'm a hater.
You know what?
I will continue to hate.
Amir, you go after that fight, and you get it, and you do your best.
You do your best.
You do your best, buddy. Right.
Moving along. Did you guys see the HBO face-off between Cotto and Margarito? Holy shit.
Kellerman does great with these face-offs. They're very...
Kellerman, you're shit for fucking predicting fights, but I give you this.
Don't listen.
The interview was great.
Pablo likes to talk about Kellerman's past. I like Kellerman, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fight. Cotto actually showed a picture of the gauze from Margarito.
Ripped and torn.
Ripped and torn. How can you explain that, Cotto says? Cotto has never made excuses. Got the most respect, the utmost respect for Cotto. And, you know, he needs to call him out. Let's be real. Margarito's been cheating. We don't know how long he has been. His name will always be tarnished. But you know what? Come December 3rd, we're going to see... We're gonna see no cheating. We're gonna see what it really is.
We'll be there live in the building. If any of you guys are gonna be there, let us know. Send us a mail. Let's have a beer. We'll kick our girls to the side. Love you, baby. But y'all, for real, let's get a beer. Let's talk boxing. No. Well, my thoughts on that whole thing. Yo, it looks like it's gonna be a hell of a fight. They both stared the hell out of each other down. And they both were saying slick comments at each other.
Watch it. Great interview.
Great interview. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. Subscribe. Y'all see the button. Is it over here? No. Or is it over there? It's one of these two places. Subscribe. Comment. Rate us. Let us know what you think. Twitter. I'm posting a lot of like things that I haven't been... I wanted to put some stuff on the video for Twitter, but I didn't have a chance to actually... look at it, read it, and come back to put it in. So you guys want to see some funny stuff. Every time one of these boxers tweets something ridiculous or funny, I always retweet it so it's on our page so that people can see it. Add us.
And one more thing before we exit out of here. Pablo asked a question earlier. We do want to hear what you guys have to say. Me and Pablo had a lot of debates. What can we do? What are some ideas to make boxing, to remove some of the politics? to make them more well-rounded. What are your suggestions?
Exactly. Like, for example, the WBC is saying, oh, if they would have used our method of after every 4 rounds letting the scorecard be known, then Marquez would have known that he was behind or tired or whatever at that moment in the fight. I mean, do you guys think that that's one way of handling? I mean, do we need another judge? Do we need to do the amateur system? Let us know. Give us some feedback. Maybe we can start our own little fight scene or something and promote the new way of scoring. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
This is Pound for Pound Boxing.
The voice of a new generation.
With pull back, no punches.